great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Doug Fister, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA. And that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, it dropped another.
Played well on the road.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gardner is there. He's got it 1 away. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Here's the first pitch to him. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Good night for scarves and mittens. It's 48 degrees here at first pitch. A ball and a strike now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted into center field. Hicks is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he popped him up. And no one can get there. We'll try it again. The next 0-2. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Nothing in the Mets half of the. Noah Syndergaard will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Man, this guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2 though. They played well, taking 4 out of the 6 games they had to in front of the home crowd. They walk into this environment on the road today looking to set the tone for this road trip.
Now the 2-0. And he fouls this one off. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known, he was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Well, time to Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Leeper is there, one away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who do you have your eye on, Ben?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate. This is a tough spot here to turn two off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least one out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out, it's...
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. Bases are empty here with two men out. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball one.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Fouled away. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
There's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Popped him up. Darno over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Yankees, and this is still to a fast start in the early part of the season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and right into the shift. Bird has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
And that one just missed outside. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, D-Row, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
No score here as we play inning number 2. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A bouncer up the middle. Correa takes it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Manny Machado now. He's ready for his first at-bat of his early season contest. And that misses, ball 1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Swing and a miss, but he's still in the driver's seat. 3-1.
This is where, if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Sanchez takes the swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leap with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Now the 2-0. Line drive to left. Conforto is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
In now, Aaron Hicks. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Machado over at second. Bird is over at first with 1 away. And a check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. The 1-2. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Hitting guys back to back? Umpires don't have much patience for that kind of thing, whether it's intentional or not, and neither does the team that's getting plunked.
Into the box now, Adam Jones.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 0-1 pitch. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Duda looking up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Second home run early in the year as they move on top 4-0.
Yeah, you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with a power hit at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. First pitch coming, here it is. And he lays off there, 1-0.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
4 runs here in this half inning. Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Conforto moving in. He makes the play. Here's Brett Gardner now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
2-0 to the Yankees left fielder. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-14 sign. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. And now this at-bat just doesn't want to get off the ground as he'll step out for a second time. And you wonder if he's trying to get in his head out there as he steps out for a third time now. Stepping in now, number 99. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball.
At the plate, Carlos Correa. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Correa, who's sometimes called Show-Rea, he was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But not before they come up with 6 runs this half inning on the strength of a couple of home runs. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Yankees 6 and the Mets nothing. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to 3rd. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. He takes the turn and heads for 2nd. And he'll pull into 2nd here with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on 2nd with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Asdrubal Cabrera is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. d'Arnaud stands at 2nd with no outs. A ball and 2 strikes. Cut fastball misses 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to first. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to 3rd.
Batting 9th, the right fielder, number 21, Lucas Duda.
Here's Lucas Duda now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 0-1, here's the pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
A man at 3rd with 1 away. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Murray
Coming to the plate now, Murray Leeper. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
The 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the runner from 3rd scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's a 6-1 game. Next for the Mets, David Wright. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready now. The pitch. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. In with it quickly is Gardner, however, and that holds the runner at third.
The batter, center
Here's
fielder,
Yoenis Cespedes. And it seems they've got to make something of this opportunity here if they've got any hopes of climbing back into this one. 0-1 the count. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hicks on the move. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. He's in there to score, and it's a 6-2 game now.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Smoke toward third. And the third baseman will just tag the runner coming toward him, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Manny Machado. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Digging in for his second at bat, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0 home. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Cespedes is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Number 33, Greg Bird.
Next for New York, Greg Bird. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. And this is off the second base bag. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going.
Now batting.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at bat. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Here it comes, 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, Adam Jones. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Hey, the difference in this one, they lead by 4. Go back to this guy's previous AB, a towering grand slam that knocked in 4 runs.
1-1 the count. Bird on second. Hicks at first. 2 out in the inning. Sharp ground ball to third. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Now batting.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Cesar Hernandez. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Down the first baseline. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's an 8-2 game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Hansel Robles is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits in. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Robles is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble. What does he do? He kind of puts it in 5th gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Leading off for the Mets, the left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. Into the box now, Chris Coghlan, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now this is swung on and hit down to Machado at third. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Mets,
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Travis d'Arnaud.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike one. Lofted in the air out to right field. Bird ranging into shallow right, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Still 8-2. Digging in to try it again. Number 99 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. To short. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. 8 runs, just 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
The 1-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. So bases. Are empty here with 2 gone. And stand. Standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. 8 runs, just 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Count still full, 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit sharply to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat and is able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs,
And on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate. just enough for a base hit.
Riding in once again, Gary Sanchez.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Machado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Syndergaard hasn't had his best stuff today.
All right, Dan, you look at this game, the finesse guy has been on. Nothing over the heart of the plate, really keeping these guys in a proverbial rocking chair, where the power guy's missing over the heart.
You know, it's hard to believe, but sometimes you look at this guy that's throwing in the upper 90s, big power stuff, having a tough time getting through the lineup. But then you have a soft tosser guy moving the ball up, down, in and out. More than one way to get through a lineup, and the guy that's the finesse guy, he is really making it work in this one.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Murray Leefer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Fly ball out to straightaway right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Digging in and looking for more, Greg Bird. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the changeup is way low that time. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And that'll miss up and in ball 2.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone! A solo shot that time for Greg Bird. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row, but you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Hicks, once a Minnesota Twin. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected. He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Standing in now, Adam Jones. A ball and no strikes. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. The 1-1. It's in there for strike number 2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and Jones is going to have himself a base hit.
The batter, second baseman, Cesar.
Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez. A fly out and a single for him so far. First pitch on its way. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brett Gardner. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Here's the third baseman, David Wright. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Digging in once again, Yoenis Cespedes earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
On to first, and Cespedes grounds into a double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
In now, Brandon Moss. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. The windup and the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
But that finds its way through for a base hit. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Machado shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. So they pick up no. Ready for another shot now, number 99. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd.
Number 99.
Now here's the pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out.
Up next for the game.
Next for New York, Carlos Correa. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
1-1 the count now. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Manny Machado now. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Got a pretty good pitch to hit there and turned it into extra bases. And to me, this goes back to what we were saying about this reliever pitching longer than he's really used to. I do think he's fighting exhaustion right now.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-0 count. Here it is. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 that misses below the zone.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
There's ball 4. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
Hit hard to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
First game of the new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks, as he drives a liner to right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And he's in safely to third as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
This one just whistles over the second baseman's head. He had no chance to make a play on that one, and it gets fielded deep in the alley, but not before 2-run score, and the hitter lands on second.
Stepping in now, Adam Jones. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. A play at the plate, and the recovery will be in time. Next for the Mets, Chris Coghlan. He was a ground out victim last time up. And now time is called and the reliever is warm out there.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Bounce to first. Bird gloves it. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A tough sinker on the inside corner.
Well, he got the leadoff guy inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70%.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. In now is the Yankees DH, Adam Jones. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. A solo shot here for Adam Jones. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Tommy Oliver comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Line drive snagged on a short hop on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So back to the top of the Yankee order, digging in, Brett Gardner. He was a double play victim last time around. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he lays off for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in now for the Yankees, number 99. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Oliver A right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Popped him up.
Oh, that's going to get out of play and into the camera well.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No error. Here's Lucas Duda now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
In there, 0-1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Well, Mark, this is a case where the power pitcher won out in this one, overpowering, moving the ball up, down, in and out, lots of swings and misses, and a little bit of a rough go for the finesse guy.
Yeah, he just executed better, Dan, across the board, getting ahead, strike 1, and then able to mix in his nasty off-speed stuff with high-velocity fastballs behind it. The finesse guy, more over the heart of the plate, and when that happens, that spells disaster.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gardner's after it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Murray Leeper. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. The 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Machado has it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, David Wright. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bounce down the third baseline. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He was a double play victim last time around. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses inside, 1-0. A 1-0 delivery. Count now, a ball and a strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when you're behind in a count like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastballs.
Wright is off at first with 2 away. Grounded softly to the right. Bird has it. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Carlos Correa now, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Under this one is Duda, and that's an easy out, number 1. Ready once again, Manny Machado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Gary Sanchez.
In now, Gary Sanchez.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Count even at 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
First offering on its way. Runners on the move for second. Into the corner and slicing foul. Out with a man at first. Nope. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. High and deep to right center. Cespedes going back. Still going back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Greg Bird connects for a 2-run home run. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Adam Jones would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And Wright will make the catch to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 9th inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're back at Yankee Stadium for the top of the 9th. First baseman Brandon Moss starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Standing in, Michael Conforto. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner on the move. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Coghlan, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. In there, strike 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far. And the weight.
And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the 1st inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
14-2, the final score in this one. The Yanks put a 14 in the run column here today. Doug Fister takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Noah Syndergaard permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our total attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.